I'm sure that riding a motorcycle is something between riding something and flying, and it helps me feel better. I believe in my friends that it's kind of drugs. If you are stressed, driving a motorcycle helps a lot, I think.
Finito la commedia.
Like what?
Finito la commedia. I don't know what happened. Maybe I opened the air too early. I don't know.
My name is Arnošt Nezmeškal. In this museum, I am chief of Department of Transportation, but my hobby are motorcycles, so I am motorcycle curator here. The guy behind my monitor, British gentleman George Pechet, who came to Prague in early 30s, and he was responsible for design of racing JAWA motorcycles. Let's say it's my topic because when I came to museum, I was informed, well, this motorcycle was done by Pechet. Who was it? So I start collect information about him. I study his story of his life, and it's very important. These two trophies. This one is from Brooklands. I was searching his family, and it was quite tricky because George Pechet left Prague in 1939, and he disappeared from Czechoslovakia. I had an information that he had children. I was searching for a daughter. She was called Megli. It's quite a strange name, so it's easy to find Megli. I thought it wasn't. I was searching internet. There was nothing. Once more, and I found a French text with this name. So I translated, and it was necrologue because she died in 2006. I was sad, but I write to this French magazine that I am not normal and I need information about family of Megli Pechet. They told me, yes, she has a son, and he was a prefect on an island called Mayotte in the Indian Ocean. So I called there, and he says, yes, I am son of Megli. I don't know too much, but my uncle would know more. So I found a son of George Pechet, Edward, living in South France. I wrote him an email. It was okay. We decided I will go there. It's quite expensive, so I told my wife that it's a great idea. We have to go to Riviera with family to be nice holiday there. In reality, I want to see this guy because I need information. He was afraid because the guys from East could be dangerous, so we met on the highway, on the parking place. After that, he decided we are acceptable, so we spent half of our holiday in his house, and I was discussing with him about his father. I believe one day there will be a book about George Pechet, who is important for Czechoslovak motorcycle industry, and nearly no one knows him. Yeah. But it's my passion because it's part of his story. My craziness to old stuff started when I was about 5. I remember with my brother we were searching some scrapyard outside of the town, and we found an envelope with 500 Czechoslovak kron in the time. It was maybe quarter of my father's salary a month, and he told me that there are people who are collecting cars. I could imagine collecting small toys or pictures, stamps, but cars. So we decided it's a good idea. We should start with these cars as well because it's nice. And so we bought a German car from 30s, Adler, and we did with my father and brother some kind of, let's say, renovation. But it started like that. Sound and smell is just correct with this bike. It's like a good coffee. I think it's somewhere in our family history that we do like this smell of petrol because when I was a small boy, my father always told me a story about nice motorcycle. It is in possession of chimney sweeper. He has this AGS and he would never sell it because it was too important for him. After, I don't know, 15 years, when I was about 20, he was cleaning out chimney and we have some alcohol, so he was in better mood. And we had another discussion about this motorcycle, and he gave it up, and he says, okay, it's in my family. So I came there, and I bought it. And I found it incomplete. The bike was prepared to build an agricultural vehicle from this motorcycle, so they only need an engine and maybe petrol tank. Well, for me, it was to restore a motorcycle with my father. It was a process of finding myself, because in the beginning I was stupid because I think that I know far better than anyone how to do it. And my father was very quiet and he didn't press on me. He just tried to explain. He wasn't successful to explain me all the ways how to do it and not to be so strict. My father passed away 15 years ago, but as I'm getting older, now I could understand what he meant. My children are the same age I was in the time. So I learned a lot from him, but maybe 15 years after he passed away. But I have a feeling that there is some kind of soul in this object. I know it's not normal, but it's part of my life. I think any development after this motorcycle was not necessary, because who needs springing with the brakes, another seat? We never found rear wheel, so we had to make it brand new. I have to bought new headlamp because we couldn't find it. But I was lucky. I found original seat, which is horrible, but it works. This device is from old lady. She donated it to me. She told me she loves me. But I did nothing. I was there to find her husband has some racing motorcycles, and I found a missing part for my bike. So, well, I need it. I would like to buy it. And she donated this part to me because she told me because I love you. She was about 80. It's nice, but it was strange experience. I was searching for parts about 20 years, and in average I found a part a year for this motorcycle, so there's a lot of stories. Lot of donations and memories, friends which passed away, or just old gentlemen I met, and we had a nice discussion, because when he was a young guy, he was driving a same motorcycle and he was completely drunk. He was driving through my village, and he had an accident there. And he was in prison. He donated me this switch, which is impossible to find. And so this is a gift from Mr. Zalta from Horní Krupa, who was in prison in Habry, in small town in East Bohemia. There was not many of them, especially in my region. So it could be that this switch came back to the bike after 70 years or something like that. I like such kind of history because there are some stories we already knew, but there is more stories which we would never find out. It's a kind of mosaic, and you put these small stones together, and sometimes you could see a picture. Mostly you could see just a lot of stones and no answer. But it's a process of searching these pieces, and I like it. It's beautiful, exciting for me. For my Speedo, there's 399 miles done after rebuild of the engine. So for me, every mile is a piece of joy. Today I'm happy because we have nice weather, bike works. The world is beautiful today. And now I need a starter. I will need someone strong with no need of intelligence, just to push me.
That's me, I guess.
I think so. Could be.
Or on the bike.
Yes, it's better. No.